Well, the season's complete. Obviously, the regular season. Now we're excited for the postseason. Looking at everything as a whole, knowing we have a 5 RPI, a 5 strength of schedule. We finished in the top 6 in the league under some very difficult situations. We're one of the top 5 schools in the country with quad 1 wins. Feel really good, all things considered, where we are. Now we just need to focus on the postseason.
Mark, just for today, Matthew got in some trouble in the third, got out of it. Was there any thought about having somebody ready to go in the fourth, since it was a 7-inning game, just in case it happened again?
Well, I mean, you saw how the bullpen was after that. So there's certain guys we just know that we got to get some length out of. Matthew's one of those guys.
Yeah, Coach, back here, obviously a lot of the talk surrounding this was not quite knowing where y'all are as far as possible hosting of a regional. Do you use that as motivation for the team, or do you not really touch that when you're talking
We
to
just
them?
try to win every game. You talked about it, after the fact. I told him I thought the fact that we needed to come out and win a game today, whether it was game 1, game 2, we wanted to win both, but we knew we needed to win one to solidify the place in the SEC and to make it a slam dunk host situation, in my opinion. And we did that. Now it's just about it's about trying to win every game you play.
You got a little bit of offense going in the 6th inning of game 1. It kind of looked more like this team, that approach you've talked about. What do you think was working there, and kind of why was that not able to translate into game 2?
I mean, again, it's hard to say. I mean, Burns came in there. Dolander was really good. Burns came in there, and for whatever reason, we just saw him really well, and we hit the ball well that inning. And that was the difference in the game. As much like last week where we had the big inning with Jack on the mound, I don't want it to be lost how good Jack was again today. And he's responsible for us winning, the game we needed to win today. So, our offense is still not quite where it needs to be, but we're starting to see signs. Wimmer had a really good day today, I think. I think Petrie is starting to get his feel back. Cole has been consistent. And so I think we're getting closer. Again, we have the countdown is on now. It's 12 more days till the NCAA tournament. So we're going to just try to do everything we can to make sure that we can put the team on the field that we think gives us the best chance to win from a lot of standpoints.
Mark, you said slam dunk for hosting if you won one game today. Do you feel confident this team's the top 16 as it sits here right now?
Oh yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I don't know what metric you wouldn't measure us as one of the top 16 teams. Again, I don't want to give the resume and look like needy up here and like we're trying to build a case. I don't think we need to build a case, but a top 5 RPI, strength of schedule, quad 1 wins. I mean, it's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat. If you can find 16 resumes that have those on them, then we'll tip our cap.
Does losing 4 straight series and finishing, I guess, kind of sputtering at the end there cause for concern at all from a hosting perspective, or do you think that's
no?
kind of...
I mean, because it's about we play 56 games. Every team in the country played 56 games, and yeah, do we wish that we hadn't sputtered at the end? Yeah, of course we do. But it's a big picture. It's 56 games that are judged from start to finish. In the grand scheme of things in analytics, one game is not more important than the other. At the end of the day, we finished in the top 6 in the league. We finished with a 5 RPI, a 5 strength of schedule. We played the hardest schedule within the league this year. Mark Etheridge put a really nice article out there about how we played the toughest schedule in the league, and it's pretty clear, that a great bunch of the teams within the league were finished right around, 3 games over, 2 games over, 1 game under, whatever the case may be. Everybody was bunched in the middle, and there were a few teams at the top that were a little bit more over 500, and you can see that those are the teams that had the easiest schedules. So there's a lot of nuance to where teams finish. How they're playing, how their schedule lines up. So at the end of the day, everybody is judged on their 56 games as a whole.
Any more questions? John?
Was Veach available for y'all today?
Only in an emergency. Only in an emergency.
Do you feel like he'll be ready on Tuesday with the hip?
We'll see. We'll have to see. Again, we're gonna err on the side of caution. We'd love to go play great at the SEC tournament, but we know that the NCAA tournament is of bigger value than the SEC tournament. We're gonna play the best we can next week in Hoover, but everything for me and I've always talked to Coach Tanner about it as well, and how to approach certain things in this league with the tournament, with the NCAA tournament, and at the end of the day, the NCAA tournament is king.
And I know you don't have a starting pitcher most likely for Tuesday, but Kate Alston is the only guy who didn't throw, and you had to throw a lot of your potential options for starting pitchers today. is that probably who you would lean towards right now? Or,
I would say
or who
that
else
may
could-
be pretty good deduction on your part, but I won't confirm it just yet.
Kind of sticking with pitching, but Eli only threw, I think, 84 last night. When do you kind of maybe anticipate him being available to pitch full steam in the
Up
SEC
to
tournament?
100, yeah. Next time he pitches. Next time he pitches, if we can get 100 out of him, we probably will.
Anything else?
Okay, all right. Thanks, everybody.